All right, today we are working on solving one-step inequalities, and this should be pretty short and sweet because you're already masters at one-step equations, and it's really the same process. We're just using an inequality symbol. So really here, what I've put on the screen, the addition property of equality means that if we add something, as long as we add it to both sides, it's still equal. That still works with inequalities. If A is less than B, then if I add the exact same thing to both sides, then A is still less than B. So it's really what this slide is saying is whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other to keep things balanced in an equation. We still have to do that for inequalities. So here's our first examples. It says solve and graph. So we're going to solve it first, then we're going to graph them like we did yesterday. So it really truly is the same process. I'm going to draw my line down and I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides to keep it balanced. So I will end up with x is greater than or equal to negative 16. And then I can graph my solution like we did yesterday. So negative 17 is smaller. Negative 16 and negative 15. So this will be a filled in dot pointing right. X minus 3 is less than negative 2. We're going to have to add 3 to both sides. And we get x is less than 1. So when I graph it, I'm going to use 0, 1, and 2. I'm going to use an open dot and it points to the left. And really what this is saying, let me backtrack here for a second. This is saying every single answer smaller than 1 is a solution, okay? So this does not include 1, that's why we have an open dot. But everything smaller than 1, if you plug it in for x, would work. Same thing here. Everything larger than negative 16 is going to make this true if you plug it back in. This one does include negative 16 because it's a filled in dot. All right, so we're just going to do 2 more and then we'll be done for today. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So we get m is less than or equal to 6. And then got ahead of myself there. I'm going to graph it. So 5, 6, 7. We want a filled in dot pointing left. So everything including 6 that's smaller than 6 is a solution. So I could plug in 4 and it would work. I could plug in 5 and it would work. I could plug in negative 3 and it would work. But if I try to plug in 7, it will not make this true. All right, here we have subtracting a negative. I'm going to add up, two negatives make a positive. And now that I know that it's really the same as plus 14, I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. So this is negative 20 is greater than x. So on my number line, I'll have negative 21, negative 20, and negative 19. This is an open circle pointing left, okay, because x is smaller. All right, that's it for our notes today. Nice, short, and sweet. You do have a big ideas assignment that's called 2.2 practice.